My friend, you just have to understand me. I'm just into a relationship that is bouncing right now. I'm feeling more than well. Actually, I should say that I'm feeling more than jolly. Now you are bringing your intercoup here. There is something I want to clarify. That I saw people talking about it so much that I'm so fond of speaking a lot of English.
Yeah.
And I'll never be sorry for that. The reason as to why I'm so fond of speaking English, my friend, Jaluo si kulipia fee. Kiswahili is an act of interacting. I interact with this. Actually, traders, nakuja na kuuzia samaki, unanuzia fish, tunaongea Kiswahili. I know Kiswahili. But English is a queen's language. That language came with a plane, my friend. It came with an aeroplane. And to insist on it, I paid fee to learn that language, my friend. That's the only language that you paid fee to learn. So it's not that I speak a lot of English. I'm just practicing what I'm supposed to do. I learned that language out of my own fee. I paid fee to learn that language. But it's open to accommodate you. And I'm more than ready. Anytime, knock my doors. Hata you usiku iwe saa ngapi, I'll welcome you. You are my baby girl. You are my girl Toto. You are my Twitter bird. You are my squirrel. You are one of my songbird. And actually, I'll find it good when I take you back home. Actually, my mom complained that I got a good lady and I played around with her. Than interesting. You know, arrogance, I think, is just a state of nature. It's like a state that comes depending on the situations and how things are happening. First of all, as a leader, I believe in the principles of being arrogant. Being soft doesn't help. In this country, I think being soft has never helped anybody. So if you see that I'm more arrogant and you are like, I'm arrogant, it's up to you.
Mambo vipi kama kawaida, this Comrades Flavor, your number one comrade online TV, where we educate, we entertain, and most importantly, we empower. Guys, I'm your host, Big Man Steve-O. I'm in the University of Nairobi still. Now, this is School of Arts, Interior Design, right? Yeah, and I'm with this special guest, Maze. Many people asked for him. Actually, I've been looking for him for the longest time. It's almost a month. He's been a busy guy, but finally, I've gotten this opportunity to have him, to host him, to have his side of the story. For many people remember our second loyalty test with the highest views, I think at over 410,000. I'll place the link just below the description. Hapo chini mtaiona. Over 400,000. They actually trended. This one very guy who made the girlfriend faint. Our Kamba girl. And very many Kambas were furious, maze. This one guy, people called him everything. People called him arrogant. People called him mutanekuwa na madem. People called him Jaluo mjeuri. So many names, guys. But before I talk too much, let me give him the opportunity to introduce himself. Then we kick off directly into the show. But before you introduce yourself, take 2 seconds, guys. Subscribe. Asanteni sana. Sa, karibu Mr. Frank Mwenye.
Thank you so much.
You can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Frank. And my name has never changed. It still remains.
Sauti kidogo ama heartbreak imefanya hata sauti ipotee.
Yeah, mashida ni mingi, though tunang'ang'ana. It's all about trial. I'm Francis Omondi, as usual. Thank you.
So Mr. Frank, to enter direct into what brought me here. I don't have been doing follow-ups of very many guys, but you are sure also Kaleche came. You were busy that other time. You remember when I called you? I don't know. You were not even in Nairobi, right?
Yeah, I was in
Nairobi. I've been waiting for you for the longest time. And now that I've found you guys, actually I was going to do something else, but now that I've found you, I've said we have to clear things. First thing first. Okay. How is you and Kaleche?
I think me and Kaleche, we are just, what can I say? We are human beings and we are surviving. That's the only thing I can say. Bond of connections, we are like friends, and I think, yeah, everything is okay up to that level. I don't need to go deeper in each and every point so that I can give you each and every point to speak about. I'm fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Kaleche is also a fine lady, so it's fine. Thank you.
A fine lady.
A fine lady.
I want to go direct into some 1, 2, 3 things which were not clear. Let's start with the fact that Kaleche was hosting you.
Kaleche was hosting me.
Clarify on that, tafadhali. Kaleche said he was hosting you, and you had the audacity. First, let us start with the word hosting.
Host. First of all, I think as a man, based on the principles and the norms and terms that I've been raised
Sauti
on,
kidogo niko sure mafansa watasikia.
yeah,
Tunataka ile confidence ulikuwa nayo.
what I'm saying, just take me slow, my friend. If you
Yeah.
take me like this, the show will remain to be a one-person show.
So
What I'm
that-
saying is that as a man, based on the principles and terms that I've been raised on, I think the kind of the name hosting, based on my own understanding, it's true, she was hosting me. A woman is to host, and a woman is to, like, a woman, even when you look at the biblical pictures and how it's being written, it's like, it's a woman to take care of the family. It's a woman to make sure that you build your house, to make sure that a house is more than stronger. So if it's all about hosting, it's true, the lady was hosting. So I don't know in which way or in which synonym that you want us to explain this thing of hosting. But I think I've given you some content that
hosting, yeah, that's normal for students. It's something, at least some sense of humanity from Kaleche's side. Haya, sana nataka kuuliza a very critical question. Tuanze na who was Lake P. This is a lady hosting you, Kaleche. You had 2 phones, my friend. 2 phones.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend, a very beautiful girl
A very beautiful
with a very beautiful figure,
Yeah.
very beautiful brain,
Uh-huh.
from Chiromo,
Okay.
very hardworking. You had 2 phones, she only had 1.
The reason as to why I had 2 phones and she only had 1, it depends with the kind of work that I'm doing. I've told you that I'm a busy person.
You're a busy person.
I require such kind of phones to deal with them. Then another thing that you people you're not understanding, Kaleche's thing was my thing. So when I was having 2 phones and she was having 1, that 1 phone was mine, and the 2 phones of mine were also Kaleche's phone.
But she didn't know you had 2
were
phones.
No, the reason as to why she didn't know, me personally as a leader, and I've been telling you that I'm a political kind of person,
Public figure.
with political ambitions, you don't expose everything to a woman. You can't just give everything to a woman. There are some limitations that you have to limit a woman. I normally know as a person, if you want to prosper, there must be some limitations that you have to limit a woman.
So my viewers, there's something you've said that you cannot tell your woman everything in short, sindio? Like mwanamke hafai kuambiwa, as a man you should not tell her you are hold you in short. So guys, tell me what you think about Mr. Frank tells me here that he cannot disclose everything to a woman. Aya, acha tuendelee. You had 2 phones, alikuwa tuna kaduda. According to my own perspective, this is ni kama una utu. How could you have 2 phones? So ni msichana ako tu na katululu mazee. This is the lady who hosts you.
But let me ask you a question. Did the lady complain about having that phone when we were walking, when we were like roses, red roses and flowers, enjoying the love of ourselves, before you could intervene and like you
She did not complain because
everything?
she didn't
Did
know.
the lady complain?
She didn't know. You can't complain over something you don't know.
You can't complain over something you don't know.
Yeah.
But the lady told you that we have been with her for like 3 years. How comes you know that she didn't know, but me personally I know her very well, more than the way you know her? You could have asked her if she knew.
I remember during your conversation, Kaleche alikuja akasema tu publicly that hata jeju uko na simu ingine. Yeah.
Ni sawa, simu ingine haikukuwa juu. Ingekuwa ilikuwa juu angejua nilikuwa nayo. Ni vitu hazikukuwa zinamconcern. Zingekuwa ni vitu ambazo zinamconcern, na hata na mimi niko na roho ya utu pia, venye unasema huyu mwanamke ana roho ya utu. Ningekuwa sina roho ya utu angenipenda. I normally say that people who comes together are people who can match, the perfect match, people who matches and everything. So alinipenda juu aliona mimi niko na hiyo roho ya utu. Sasa don't say that based on the power of human, or maybe based on humanitarian grounds, I'm such kind of a person that doesn't deserve Kaleche ukimwangalia. I normally say that digestibilities of word are different, and how you take something that you're being told is different. The way you will hear something or the way you will analyze something is different with the way I'm going to analyze something. As to me, I'm more comfortable. The phone is mine, the phone is ours, the phone is ours, and I normally tell her everything of yours is mine, and everything of mine is yours. So shida iko wapi hapo?
Hata nikuulize Mr. Frank, and viewers, you can help me hapa. Majority, many people perceive you as someone very arrogant. Yani yule jeuri kabisa, who is not told anything, who is not outsmarted. Mr. Know-it-all and a wise man at the same time. Actually, those are the best words that could describe you based on that very day. I don't know the nature of person you are on other days, but what can you say about that?
Really interesting. That's more than interesting. You know, arrogance, I think, is just a state of nature. It's like a state that comes depending on the situations and how things are happening. First of all, as a leader, I believe in the principles of being arrogant. Being soft doesn't help. In this country, I think being soft has never helped anybody. So if you see that I'm more arrogant and you are like, I'm arrogant, it's up to you. Hii dunia tunaishi na sisi ni kupita, na unaangalia kila kitu tunachofanya, tunajuanga each and every day we are going. So if you look and see that Frank is arrogant, it's up to you. But to me, as a leader and as a person who has a public figure and all those things, being arrogant is one of the core principles that helps me to survive. That's a survival tool, by the way, if you don't know. It's a survival tool.
Being arrogant,
yeah,
is your survival
is
tool.
One of the survival tool. It helps me to know on how to deal with the people of different level and people who want, you know, each and everybody has their own agenda. Kila mtu ako na agenda yake. Wewe utakuja na agenda yako, wewe utakuja na nitajuaje hii loyalty show yako ilikuwa mpange ili muone jinsi mnaweza kunitoa na Kaleche. And I've told you that Kaleche took me several years to find Kaleche. I don't know. Mimi sijui.
How comes tulipanga and coincidentally your ex ama your, I don't know if you people are still dating or not. She's equally heartbroken.
I know.
Then whether tulipanga ama tukupanga, there was some elements of evidence that hata umefanya ni introduce another different person hapa. We had a character called Lake P, who sent you baby bump shoots. And she was kind of us. Remember, you started telling us earlier that this is a lecturer. Secondly, we caught you chatting with the lecturer usiku. You said that you always consult. You're a busy man. It is not wrong to consult a lecturer. Then we continued, and apparently you only chat with this lecturer on Telegram. Telegram that even your wife didn't know that you have a Telegram account.
It's true. What you are speaking about is true. But what I might have said that maybe you understood the information wrong.
Clarify,
and
here
said,
the viewers.
Like when I talk of Lake P, she's Lake P or he is Lake P. Lake P can be a man or can be a lady. You see, being pregnant and all these things of baby bump, we don't just be pregnant of maybe of physical pregnant. As I normally say that as a person who has attended the right school of thought, you look on how to reiterate with words. Somebody can be pregnant of words. It's something that can happen.
You are very right. But hata nikuulize kitu before you twist me with a lot of wisdom and fishy characters. This person is pregnant of words, viewers, and the very person has sent images. I wish I would have seen that phone. It was cracked. Umeundi your simu, by the way. Do you even have it here?
The phone is beyond repairable. The same way Kaleche's heart is beyond repairable is the same way the phone is beyond repairable.
And you seem to be proud. Actually, you have crushed her heart beyond repair.
No, I've not crushed her heart beyond repair. Actually, I'm even crying. But as a man, don't show to the people that you're more desperate of love, that you cry in front of each and every person. It doesn't work like that. Love things are things that we found. Actually, me personally, I do perceive love as a factor of kuzoeana. Ni ile hali ya kuzoeana na mtu. Feelings and all those things are nonsense. So nikisema ni hali ya kuzoeana, usichukulie mapenzi iwe the basis core of your everything that you're doing. Lakini I'm also heartbroken. But as a man, that's something that proves that I'm a man. Sifai kuonyeshana that I'm heartbroken each and every time I feel like, no, we can't. Nimeachwa, nimekubali niliachwa. Na ukiachwa unaachika. It's true nilipewa mwacho ingine safi sana. It's good. Due to your own effects and your own things that you did in that loyalty test, sijakata. Lakini from there, what next? If you can't force something to happen, nimejaribu mimi mwenyewe ni bring Kaleche on board, nikamwambia, because actually since tuachane, I've been just sleeping. Most of the things I'm not doing. Maybe hata nikitoka out of Nairobi, I'm going to do something. Maybe nimekuwa too forced and the political agenda and the political ambitions. Maybe I'm just forced with things. But life is never the same, right? The way we were with Kaleche. And that one, I've always admitted that Kaleche was my baby girl, a girl to the love of my life. And we had several plans. And this is what I'm trying to tell the youths that are in relationship, that usikuwe na pupa sana na usichemke sana na mapenzi mpange. Sisi tulipanga mambo mingi sana na Kaleche and all went in vain in one day time. Kama yeye ananipenda,
Frank.
Kama ananipenda.
Frank, hata ni contradict kidogo. There's something I'm seeing I just don't have the exact word. This character of yours, and viewers, you can help me out. You look like someone who is taking advantage of people. Maybe you have the right words to confuse these ladies. Then you completely destroy them. Because you look like these people with sweet words and confused. Actually, during my loyalty test, I think you are the person who praised your wife most. You had the exact words, how you loved her. I tend to think that she was a victim of a wrong person.
No, not a victim of the wrong person. The only victim she was a victim of public reputations, listening to what people are saying that will kill you to the core. That's the only thing. Unajua ni mimi nilienda nikamkatia. You were not there when I was approaching the lady. You don't know the basis of concept and everything that we agreed on. You know, in relationship you have commitments and agreements. You don't know how we agreed. So if you say that I'm a kind of a person that normally usually, my friend, I'm a person raised by a mother, and being raised by a mother, I have that motherly heart, and I do things based on how they should be. Lakini kama unataka kunichungulia sana, normally I do tell people, kama unataka kuangalia mambo one by one, you won't survive. Human beings are subject to error. Human beings are never perfect. Sitakuwa perfect.
Do you know why I say that? Because now character, Kalechi is a very fine girl, very focused.
Which I agree with 100%.
Which even after we did our second interview, kumbuka this was one lady who was broken completely. She didn't know that the guy had a leg P somewhere. We still don't know who this leg P is, guys. This lady, to some extent, she's even still communicating with you. Not very many ladies will do that. Kuna wenye wange kublock na wakusahau completely.
And I really appreciate her of that.
Then on the other hand, you on this show, you're telling me this is sometimes love you don't take so seriously. So this.
Yeah, because we are on good terms with Kalechi. That's the first thing I have to say. And the reason as to why I'm saying you should not take it serious, based from confirmation by me, based on what I've gone through. Unajua ingekuwa sasa nimechukua hiyo mapenzi serious, my friend, mimi hata singetembea hapa nje with my own political ambitions and agenda. Hata singekuwa natembea naongelesha watu, naambia watu people I want to do this and this. Wataniambia na wewe ni mtu wa kuacha na kuachika na kufanyia wasichana mwachokali. How will I be?
Meaning I beg to nataka kuinteract kidogo.
Okay.
Reason you didn't take it serious, that's why you can survive right now. Did Kalechi know that you took this love lightly?
No, I never took love lightly.
Because I'm just using the exact words you're saying.
The only thing I'm trying to say, everything has its own limitation, my friend. Everything has its own limitation. Mimi, for sure, without any fear of doubt, let me just tell you, siwezi penda 100%. Napendanga 87, 13% yenye imebaki naweza angukia nao kwa pit latrine.
Ulimwambia hivyo mkianza?
I normally do. She knows it very well. Because
we could be blaming you. Do you know sometimes we can blame you and you had a different constitution for your love?
She knows it very well. We had a different constitution. We are unique in our own perspectives. I normally do.
Another critical question that I feel I should also ask you, Mr. Frank. Kamba ladies are really blaming you. Kamba ladies walifika huko, they really blamed you. Walisema heartbreaking their lady. Kidogo pelekwe Kitui. Look at that camera. What can you tell these Kamba ladies?
Actually, even right now, I'm just surviving on the pleading mercies of Kalechi. I'm just trying to to pray that the good God may just soothe her heart. Mambo na Kitui ishe na iende kabisa. Actually, I'm more than weak. The only thing I can tell Kamba ladies, they are one of the sweetest ladies I've ever seen in this. Maybe in Kenya and maybe anywhere. They are one of the sweetest ladies I've ever seen. Kamba ladies cocktail ya Mkamba na Mjaka ni perfect. Kitu nga fine sana. And actually, what I can ask from Kamba ladies, they shouldn't have blamed me. Kila relationship iko na shida yake. Na hata kama they have to blame me, I have to apologize on behalf of Kamba ladies. All Kamba's ladies, the Kamba ladies are more than sorry, and I love you and I'm looking forward to mingle with you. Actually, just as I'm saying, I have two options right now. The first options to go for another Kamba lady. Siwezi kaa single hivi mpaka nikufe. Yes, right now I'm more than single and searching, but siwezi kaa single mpaka nikufe. I have to go for another Kamba lady. So if there is any Kamba lady who is interested in me, I'll change and we will make sure that things are aligned in place. The
With
only
this character and attitude.
yeah, the only thing, provided she comes into my aperture with critical thinking mindset and assertiveness, na ajue kila mtu ako na lane yake na tunaenda na hii mapenzi itatufikisha wapi, it's good. Alafu I have another second option, and the second option is I've tried, me personally, I've tried to bring things. I've tried to make sure that I brought Kaleche on board, na imekataa. Nimejaribu sana, but Kaleche is like, it can't work. Na siwezi force issues. Just the same way I told you, ukiachwa achika. I even reached a level ya kulia machozi dara moja ili Kaleche arudi on board. Lakini Kaleche akaniambia ile aibu nilimleta. Na mimi pia nimekubali, si ati nimekataa, nimekubali, and as a man there's something you have to accept. Nilifanya
accept
hivi
and move on.
na sasa nimekubali. The only thing I can say, if there is the councils, we call them the love charm councils of elders within Kamba region or the Kamba nation, you come out, talk to Kaleche, bring Kaleche on board, bring me on board, we reconcile. I'm more than ready to continue with Kaleche. Kaleche is Kaleche is my tight and juicy lady. Actually, I wanted to say one of, in relation to Kamba ladies. Kamba ladies are always smart. Nga fine, cocktail in a match na Wajaluo sana. Thank you.
Tell Kaleche something sweet. Ndio niendelee hii interview.
Baby girl, the only thing I know is that you deserve more. And that more perhaps maybe me. Shida ukua, najua shida ukua, kila kitu happen. Watu uko sana, hakuna relationship itaenda soft. Lazima watu uko sana. And maybe there might be a reason as to why tunakosana. Now if there is a reason as to why tunakosana, there must be a remedy, or maybe something to solve that reason as to why tunakosana. So Kaleche, the only thing I can tell you, my heart is always open. I do call it a palatial bungalow kind of heart. It's open to accommodate
palatial bungalow kind of heart.
It's open to accommodate you. And I'm more than ready. Anytime, knock my doors. Hata you usiku iwe saa ngapi, I'll welcome you. You are my baby girl, you are my girl Toto, you are my Twitter bird, you are my squirrel, you are one of my songbird, and actually I'll find it good when I take you back home. Actually, my mom complained that I got a good lady and I played around with her. The only thing is that people fail to understand me. I'm not playing around with that lady. Actually I can say she is part of me, and I'll really feel good if I take her to my mom. My mother is waiting for you, Kaleche. We go home, we embrace life, na tuishi na amani. With that kind of cocktail na hiyo figa yako tamu, mtoto atatoka, watoto fine. Si watoto wanakaa vitu zimechorwa, tutatoa watoto fine na maisha itaendelea. Thank you, Kaleche.
Mr. Frank, Mr. Loverboy.
I'm not another question. I'm a man of his own means and stature.
A man with the words. They say a man with the flavor for ladies.
Not for ladies, for
a lady, for a specific lady, Kaleche.
Yeah. Thank you.
I know Kaleche will watch this, but I want to ask another question. Luos felt so much disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are Luo, you didn't confirm that, but very many Luos came on board and said this is not one of our own. First of all, a Luo cannot be hosted by a lady. That's what they said. Secondly, Luos are very romantic. They don't play around ladies.
But
third, they said that you spoil their reputation. They are known to be very good husband materials. They are known to be caring, to be spoiling, and every other good aspect.
The only problem with me, or the only one thing with me, that I'm a kind of a unique kind of person. I normally don't go to the majority of perspective. I don't go with the majority. So as Luos, is it Luos who went and dated or seduced Kaleche? It's me personally, one of the Luos who went to Kaleche and seduced Kaleche. You see?
Yeah.
Luos are romantic, but me personally, I'm more than romantic. If you want love, I'll give you with a token of love in it. I'll give you with an additional of token. So if you say that I let Luos down, I'm worried. I let Luos down. How? Luos were the people who are dating Kaleche. Specific. Everything we do, you be specific. I normally say that issues are being taken personal. Right now, ni mimi ndo nimeachwa. My heart is broken, not Luos. It's me. But I'm a Luo, but it's me, not Luos. You see? So everything we raise at a personal level. But if nilikosea wa Jaluo, the only thing I can tell my fellow Luos, we are romantic. and we are more than romantic.
Tell them in Jaluo. Kaleche told the other people in Kamba, address them.
Jaluo winja uru. Ka udwaro winja wan ye romantic miwinjo gadi. To ka hera wan ema wan nyaka gi kitape mege hera. Kitape ma inda ndiko gago wan ema wandiko nega to wero gi. Koro ka uwacho ni Joluo e jok ma ok ohero ji ok apar ka un serious. You ought to be serious with this thing by the way. Nitie gik ma serious morigo bedo go serious. Lakini gima nyalo wacho ni wan to nosenyiswa kido mege hera. Kide mege hera gi kitape mege hera opong'o wiwa dabal. To hera nyaka waher ji. Wan odwa hero ji. Erouru kamano.
What you mean is, it's you who knows what you said. Otherwise, now Frank, going back to everything, let me ask you one last question before we get back to what you do. What else did people comment about? Would you be willing, by the way, to get back together, you and Kaleche?
I'll be willing. I'm more than willing. Getting back with Kaleche actually is one of my prerequisite choices, if I might be given a chance right now. Kaleche, you know, I even found people asking the reason as to why I talk too much English and all those things. It's Kaleche who
and
taught
I was
me
about
to be like
to ask
this.
you.
It's Kaleche who taught me to be like this, by the way. Kaleche wants a decent man, a man of his own means, a man of substance, a man who comes up to be a gentle person.
A man of Nyade. If you read even the source,
like
there's something called the man of Nyade.
And that's the line that I was trying to go with. So I'm more than willing and ready to mingle and intercool or maybe something like. And actually, if I can see Kaleche right now, the only thing I can do is to hug her, to tell her to molest my body because I really love that lady. I love her more than anything else.
Mr. Frank. Viewers, jamaa afanya nicheke sana. Now, I just think we should not even dare use stand close to Kaleche because you may confuse Kaleche again and you don't seem so genuine according to my own perspective and what I can see about you. You are this guy with the right words to confuse a lady. That is what I still think.
Kaleche is a woman in making. Actually, Kaleche is a mother to be. She has her own instincts. She uses her own instincts to do her guidings and everything. So mimi siko hapo kwa kuconfuse mtu. Ni mapenzi ndo tunapeana kibao na hata na sisi tuliambiwa na Mungu tupeane mapenzi. So let us give love. We share love. Love ni kupeana.
Sawa. Now let me ask you Mr. Frank, tukienda kumalizia. You said kwanza you are doing what course?
I
said, communication and
communication and media. And right now I'm doing Bachelor of Arts. You know, I'm one kind of person who likes to double task.
So you're doing two courses?
I'm doing two courses.
At the University of Nairobi?
At the University of Nairobi, by the University of Nairobi.
Hakuna nyume graduate ushaanza kupiga mbili?
No. Una graduate aje? Graduation hata si sahi. Acha degree mature. Degree kimachua utatoka tu nje. What I'm saying, I'm doing two. I'm doing one in BA, General BA, Political Science and Public Administration, combination of literature and psychology. I'm also a psychologist, my friend, and I'm a political analyst. You have to know that.
I can tell.
Thank you.
Someone in fact said that in that phone that phone you cannot miss namba ya baba.
You cannot miss namba ya baba. Namba ya baba iko. Na hata wakitaka nimewapeleke kwa baba nitawapeleka kwa baba. Not only baba. I'm kind of person who accommodate all political leaders. So we can hiyo tutaongea behind the scene and we see on how we can make things.
So again, you are a busy person. Actually, it has taken me roughly, is it a month? You know, we've been talking, but hata tuongee oftenly. I talked today when I up you. You reply me after 2 days. Are you faking being busy or are you busy?
No,
or being busy is your nature?
I don't
to be honest.
being busy, my friend. I've told you that I'm a kind of person who not even multitasking. I'm triotasking. Just think of doing two courses at the same time. You are also playing a public role. You represent role? People. I've said I'm a politician in making. You represent people in each and every level. By the way, if God allows us and give us a chance of living, come 2027, I'll be muzoe MP wenyu mapema, something like that. Then I have also political ambition within the institution. Tunaanzia hapa chini, charity begins at home, tukienda juu. And actually I think I'll talk about them later. There is something I want to clarify. That I saw people talking about it so much that I'm so fond of speaking a lot of English.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I'll never be sorry for that. The reason as to why I'm so fond of speaking English, my friend, Kijaluo sikulipia fee. Kiswahili is an act of interacting. I interact with this. Actually, traders, nakuja na kuuzia samaki, unaniuzia fish, tunaongea Kiswahili. I know Kiswahili. But English is a Queen's language. That language came with a plane, my friend. It came with an aeroplane. And to insist on it, I paid fee to learn that language, my friend. That's the only language that you paid fee to learn. So it's not that I speak a lot of English. I'm just practicing what I'm supposed to do. I learned that language out of my own fee. I paid fee to learn that language. So that's why I'm always too fond of speaking English. Lakini Kiswahili, tukirudi kwa Kiswahili, nimebobea Kiswahili sana.
Can you speak 50 words in Swahili?
Nimebobea Kiswahili sana.
Unaiongea
nikiongea mambo ya mapenzi, kuna mambo mengi ambayo ninajua katika lugha ya Kiswahili. Ninasema lugha ya Kiswahili ni lugha ambayo tunajifunza tu ile hali ya kutangamana, hali ya kushirikiana. Kutangamana ni tofauti na kutengamana, rafiki yangu.
Nakupata.
Nimebobea Kiswahili.
Mimi Mswahili.
Nikikwambia Kiswahili ni lugha yangu na Kiswahili ni lugha ambayo ninaijua vizuri. Sasa hakuna haja niongee lugha ambayo nimejua tu bila hata kulipa karo yote au kulipa na chochote nijue lugha hii. Adinasi ni binadamu au insi wengi huangalia mambo mengine ndogo, mambo ambayo hayafai kuangaliwa. Lakini ukiangalia kila mtu ana utajriba wake, au naweza sema kila mtu ana jinsi ambavyo anafanya mambo katika pilika au tunasema katika pilika ama kukurukakara ni katika shughuli za kufanya mambo yako. Ni wewe uchague lugha ambayo utatumia.
My friends from the lake.
Asante sana. Nilikuwa tunataka nidhibitishe ya kwamba hata Kiswahili ninaweza kuongea. Na nimekuwa hadi mwalimu wa Kiswahili by the way. Nimefunza Kiswahili.
Na Frank unaniconfuse by the way.
Nimekuwa hadi mwalimu wa Kiswahili, nilifunza Kiswahili.
What have you done? How many things do you do in your life? Now tell me.
I do many things. Tell
me, yeah.
My high school, it was a vision to produce a all-round kind of a person to the society. So I'm a kind of a all-round person, and I'm one of kind of the person who is competing with the time. Time is a limiting factor. Hatuko hapa kesho, hatuko hapa kesho kutwa, tuko hapa leo. So if I have the capability of doing, I can do even 10. The first time I finished my high school, I think I used to teach I went back to my high school, I teach. Then I went to a primary school. I get a private school, I used to teach Kiswahili. Na hapo ndo nilipenda lugha ya Kiswahili.
Wow.
So ninaongea Kiswahili na ninaongea English, but I give English relevance because English came with a plane.
I get more reasons why Kaleche was confused and maybe fell for your trap, or maybe why you guys fell in love. But I don't want to go back and forth to Kaleche's story. Nataka turudi tu kwako because
before rudi kwangu, let me cut you. Unajua kuna mambo ambayo watu wajui. Katika mapenzi ingekuwa kila mtu ako single, watu hawangekuwa wanakatiana. Ingekuwa kila mtu si ako single, ingekuwa kila mtu anasema ukweli. Watu hawangekuwa wanakatiana. I'm so sure, more than sure that everybody is engaged. Lakini hakuna siku mtu atakwambia kuna mtu. Choice and preferences matters a lot. So Kaleche aliona niko na uvuto mkubwa juu zaidi kushinda hao wanaume wengine. Kuna wanaume ambao wanamuona, hata mimi nikimuona ni msichana kipusa aliyeumbika, msichana aliyekuwa na shingo ya githeri. Msichana aliyekuwa na shingo ya githeri, msichana aliyekuwa na rangi ni rangi ya manjano kama hivyo, rangi ya manjano. Ni msichana mrembo sana. Msichana ambaye hata kama nikumlinganisha tungemlinganisha na mmoja wa malaika wa Mungu aliyemuumba siku ambayo aliyokuwa akipumzika. We can say one of the angels that was created by God when God was resting. Yeah, something like that.
Now I don't want us to go back and forth with this Kaleche story. We are on you. So what do you nataka analyze? You've told me some of the things you do, your political ambition. Is there any other thing that you do?
Yeah, there is one thing that I'm doing. Just as I told you that I'm a kind of all-round person, Right now, I happen to be an ambassador of, there is an app that has been developed by students. It's a student-based oriented. The students who graduated with the most innovative students, and they found that I'm also kind of a wise person and intellectual kind of person. They decided to engage me in their thing. So I'm the ambassador of the app. The app is called Stories. Stories. So guys,
Stories.
yeah, Stories.
What does it deal in?
The app merges the normal calls, the WhatsApp, and the app also entails it's like an Instagram. It has a place where you can upload your video, you can upload your pictures, you can upload your stories, and people can share everything. Then the good thing with this app, you can do normal call in this app, and it works like an WhatsApp, but you can do normal call. I don't want to speak more about this app. The only thing, you go to Google Play Store, download the app Stories, install the app, and see how good the app is. This is an African thing, my friend. So when I'm speaking, know that you are also speaking with a person who is wise in one way or the other.
A very intelligent
Stories
person.
app is an African thing. The first thing to be in Africa, haijawahi kuwa kwa Africa, and actually it's the first thing imetoka Kenya. Na imetoka Kenya from the student. Its root can be traced back from Moi University, ikakuja ikaingia hapa University of Nairobi through me and some friends. We have Washington Ochuka, we have another friend called Kimosop. It is here and we are continuing to sell it. We are advertising so that you people, you go to Google Play Store, you download the app, you continue using the app. We promote students. I normally say that students are more innovative and can do things of great wonders, and they can make their life continue. Complain kazi, to make kazi. Tuache kucomplain hakuna kazi. Let us make our own jobs. And by that, I know that app is going to employ many people. Like right now, I'm looking for content creators. I'm looking even for 2 to 3 or 4 serious content creators who have been running their contents. They have relevancy and they have an authentic content that they are doing. Please just contact me. If you can contact me, we will talk. We will include you there so that you can be uploading your things on that app on payment basis. And that's what we are doing.
Where you found your platform?
The
so
platform, just
follow you, or they
can,
because many people
me.
want to contact you. We cannot give numbers on YouTube.
Actually, my M-Pesa number, let me give them my M-Pesa number.
Is the number?
My M-Pesa number is 07 90 500 848. That is my M-Pesa number.
0790
90 500 848. 90 500 848. That is my M-Pesa number. So you can contact me with that number. You reach me, and it's also my WhatsApp number.
So we are running out of time, Mr. Frank. What I want you to do, look at that camera, angalia tu hiyo camera vizuri. Tell your viewers, tell everybody, you had fans, you had haters, you had lovers, you had everyone. What are the last words that you would like them to say, or anything we have not touched on? Sema kila kitu hapo mbele ya camera. Okay, thank you for this opportunity. Guys, everybody, I know my content, the things, I know things here, your content are being watched by everyone, and I want to use this platform to maybe talk about myself and the things that I want. In University of Nairobi, come next year, main campus, I'm vying for governor. And personally, I do say that I don't go for things that I cannot get. I go for things that are more than sure that they are out there of my capability. So come next year, main campus, University of Nairobi, zoeni governor wenyu mapema. Then another thing, maybe if I can clarify, Kamba people, hakuna bad blood, mimi nawapenda, and actually I normally rate you high. Nimewarate huko juu, nawapenda na natafuta another Kamba. Just as you have seen that I'm more than single and searching, lakini not more than single and searching, because there is also a place that I've said, if an opportunity can be given, we can also come together with Kaleche. I'd like to see Ebu kwanza wa comment. Do you want to see a show with him and Kaleche Pama? What do you think? Because I think a show with Kaleche. Nilete Kaleche umuongeleshe face to face, tuone kama atakubali, but anyway, tuendelee. If there will be need. Then actually, people, you have to understand each and every person. My father was a polygamous kind of person, and actually I'm following the footsteps. Sasa Jaluo man tia, I can also give you opportunity. Unyalo bedo second wife bu winj language mar minwa. Nyamukambo ku winjo language mar minwa. Thank you so much.
May God bless you, may God bless Kenya, and one of the most thing as we go ahead, may God bless the University of Nairobi na mzoe gavana wenyu mapema. Thank you.
Guys, you have said everything. Now, umesema in your story of polygamy. I cannot judge you because I don't know your culture. Neither should you judge anyone. Yeah, there are people from polygamous family, and that's how they were raised, and that's the system, and they are considered complete, even leaders when they are polygamous. We as viewers and we as spectators, we cannot judge you. It's upon you and it's upon college. If she will choose to forgive you in future, well and good. But nafunga show sasa. I think I'm done with most of the follow-ups. Tell me any other person, comment hapo chini mwenye mna feel I should bring back to show, because I felt his was so urgent. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep loving the show. This is your number one comrade online TV. Subscribe hapo. Road to 50,000 subscribers, as we always say. Kisumu tunakuja, Mombasa tunakuja, Kisii, Marsabit, like we promised. Sasa tumalizi show until we complete what we were about to do. Thank you sana.